G'day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to talk about which super attacks we can farm on Dbz Dokkan battle global at this current point in time before the Dragon Ball Super Heroes campaign comes out. So the first event we'll take a look at is the Fusion Reborn event. There's nothing too crazy here. Essentially there's a final form Frieza from stage 3 and there's a Veku. There is no summonable Veku unit, at least one that's any good, but really there's none. But the final form Frieza can be used for a variety of units. Be careful because you can't use them for full power units like the LR that came out with the download celebration, but you can use them for units like the AGL final form Frieza who has an AoE super attack. And you can use it for the Strength Final Form Frieza, who is of course a pretty decent but pretty well aged unit now at this point. There's not too many other notable units to use the Final Form Frieza for, so you can pretty much just move on from this event. So the next event that we'll take a look at is going to be one of the ones that's recently just been not brought back for the first time, but brought back with the second part of the celebration, and that's going to be the Ultimate Final Battle. So Showdown, the Ultimate Final Battle, has quite a few farmable units. We have a Hercule from stage 1, we have a base form Goku or just Goku from stage 2, and we have Oob from the stage 9 there. So Oob, not really anything too interesting. Something that is interesting with Goku is you can awaken him to Super Saiyan 3 using the medals, so you can actually use him as a SA for the Strength Super Saiyan 3 Goku and for the AGL Goku, but we'll take a look at them just now. You also get Hercule and you get Oob, and Hercule is a base form Hercule, whereas Oob is a, well, Oob Youth. So in terms of Goku, obviously any base form Goku you can use the Int one for a 50% chance. If you don't just want to do base form Gokus like the LR God Goku's base form or the Planet Namek Goku, which both would be an automatic 50% for, because you don't even need to awaken them or anything. They'd be 50% as you get them, so it's a pretty good shout and a good use of resources. You can also awaken Goku to his SS3 state, and you can use them for the AGL Goku or for the Strength SS3 Goku. So there's a lot of notable units to use this Goku for. I think that's 4 units already, so that's like 40 Kais saved. You can also use them for the physical Goku that turns into a Kaioken, or for the transforming Goku as well. So that's pretty cool from that aspect. Obviously, both of these units are pretty damn good. A couple LR Gokus use the Goku or base form Goku as their starting point, so that makes them quite valuable there. You just need to be careful you can't use the Super Saiyan 3 Goku for any Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku or just Angel Gokus in general. But yeah, there's plenty of base form Gokus to utilize this for, so if you haven't maxed out all your base form Gokus, you're going to want to use him on this one. The next unit that we'll take a look at is going to be Hercule. So Hercule, pretty straightforward. There's one Int Hercule that uses him, which is pretty good. And then if you want to save some friend points, you can use him for the friend summon Hercule, but it's not really absolutely necessary. He'll be a 50% chance for both. Unfortunately, on Oob's side, he's not going to be any use. He's not going to be useful for the Marjoob unit. And for the LR Tech Oob from the battlefield, because he's purchased from battlefield, he starts as an LR, and so that Oob's like a 1% SA chance for him, which isn't really worth it at all. So then we can move on to the most fearsome Margin event. Now this event doesn't technically drop units directly, but it does drop candy. So you can see there it drops chocolate in stage 5. That's obviously pretty helpful because the chocolate basically can be traded in for Kais, which is pretty rad. You can use the Kais to obviously increase your units, but you can also trade the chocolates in for a Goku Angel, a Goten Kid, and for a Gohan Teen. So in terms of Gohan Teen, there's one pretty notable one, that's the Tech Gohan Teen. Obviously the Hybrid Sands and Saviors lead, who's pretty awesome, really good unit. So obviously saving some Kais on him is great. And then of course there are a couple other Gohan teens, but they're not anything too spectacular, but you might as well save the Kais while you can. The Movie Heroes one is pretty good as a support for Gobros, and hopefully one day gets his EZA. And then there's a couple other Gohan teens. There's also one that is a physical type support as well, who's pretty valuable if you use him. So yeah, there's at least some options in terms of the units there. Then of course you get Goku again, Goten. So Goten Kid, there's a couple. There's the Tech Gifted Warriors support Goten Kid, but he's realistically like the only base form Goten Kid that's kind of worth the effort and time. So yeah, beyond him there's not too much in terms of, you know, utilization. And then of course we have you know, Goku, but there's no real Goku Angel unit to utilize with the base form Goku Angel. I think it's literally only that one that actually is a viable unit. So yeah, currently not really anything to utilize him on, but you know, should hopefully be something in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of those events. Obviously another big thing is being able to farm chocolates from that, but we'll take a look at that just now. The World Tournament event drops another Gohan teen, so that's an alternative option, but it drops Yamu and Spopovich, who don't have a farmable summonable card. And same with Super Android 13, it drops an Android 14 and 15 with no summonable card. The rest of the events are all pretty straightforward and nothing spectacular. So then yeah, lastly obviously we can go back here and you can see that the chocolates do drop from the stage. Now they have an alternative purpose, so obviously if you don't want to buy the units with them, you can actually trade them in for a total of 4 Grand Kais, or Elder Kais I should say. And that's pretty good. That's 4 Kais, that's almost half a unit's SA. And this will refresh, so if you do it this time, the next time the event comes back it refreshes. And it's a worthwhile endeavor to trying to increase the super attacks of your units. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like if you did, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care and bye.